What is your unpopular opinion about our favourite show, EastEnders? The r/EastEnders subreddit has been back at it, and they've been giving their unpopular opinions. Piggy, what are you immediately expecting is going to be there?
Eddie Knight is not racist, guys. He's not racist.
Elaine is the worst character they've ever made. It's like she's trying to be Peggy Mitchell. No, she's trying to be Elaine Knight. That's how it fucking is. Or Peacock. She's not a knight yet. They're not married. Why not, George? Why not? Alright, here we go. Let's get this fucking going. My unpopular opinions are Mick and Janine would have been a great couple if they gave Janine a redemption arc instead of taking her down the usual villain route. I don't hate that, personally. I do feel like, I mean, if they just fully committed to having Mick move on with Janine, and that's how they leave. Obviously, it's not as fucking tasty as that, but, you know, maybe just have Christmas be about Mick to and fro, and just like, but if I leave, I'm throwing away my family and my home. Instead of, like, fucking off the cliff. Yeah, bloody hell. But, yeah. I love Janine, and I was furious, because I'm like, you know, Janine's dream man is someone who has a lot of the qualities of Frank Butcher. I'm not saying it's that fucking Oedipus complex, but Janine wants a stable, fairly older man who will fucking love her and cherish her and treat her like a princess. And Mick was that guy, and if they'd fully committed to it, it could have been great. But the whole time, Mick's like, he's like thumbing it in, just bloody hell. Yeah. You like that? Yeah. It's not. He's never fully invested. Fucking. But yeah. Also, Janine was never staying for that long. Even when she left, she was just like, fucking hell. Didn't expect to stay that long. Jesus. See you in about 5 years. Classic Janine. I loved the 2022 run though. I'll probably cover it again at some point. Someone says, I know a lot of people think that Ruby and Martin should never have got together, and I agree, however, for a specific reason. Ruby should never have gotten with someone who originally accused her of lying about her rape. Fair. That's probably not an unpopular opinion. I mean, to be fair, the Ruby and Martin hate at the time was off the fucking charts. You're not Stacy. I hate you. Stop throwing shit at them, you know. Fucking Ruby this. What? Shit in the face. Don't know that's why I'm describing the EastEnders subreddit people, but it's fucking... It's just how it goes, isn't it? It's always... Elaine, don't you talk about Elaine. She's a dick. Grow up. She's not supposed to be super likable. Neither's Peggy, you fucking ball bags. Let's just forget the time that she fucking absolutely just ruined Mark Fowler's day being ignorant about HIV. You know, which Ravi also did.
Yeah, but times were different back then, is what people would say.
Yeah, but fucking... She's still a dick. She's a holier-than-thou dick. I love Peggy Mitchell. She's great. But... people just don't like the actress. And that's not on. Like, you can't... It's like booty calling your ex. And then saying someone else's name during sex. just move on. Alright? Just move on. Please. It'll be easier for everyone if you just stop comparing her to Peggy Mitchell. So, I've started exercising. Yeah, I'm gonna be like who's that dickhead who held the exercise? I'm going to be like Joe Wicks. And it's like, well, he's a fucking brick shithouse. I'm still fat. Like,
I'm gonna be.
You gotta have reasonable expectations.
I'm gonna be as jacked as Dwayne the Rock Johnson by 2024. All right, mate.
You gotta have reasonable expectations. Give us some time. Fuck. It's not even it's not even the fact that people fucking, I just want some consistency. Right? You hate Jack, fair enough. Hate Jack the whole year. But oh, Ravi's sexy, he's fine. Ravi's perfectly fine. It's like, he's still a dick. I just, in general, the lack of consistency what gets to me about Redditors. I hate Elaine. I love Peggy though, she's great. But yeah, of course everybody does, you fucking loser. Linda's great. You slagged off Linda for 9 years. You slagged off Linda every single year except for this one. I love Linda, she's the best character. I mean, that's me as well, but I'm not on the fucking Reddit spewing my shit opinions. I have my own YouTube channel. I'm better. Whitney is quite a nasty streak. She was actually really nasty to Lee throughout their relationship, pressuring him, belittling him. I know that Lee wasn't an angel himself but sometimes it was awful watching her sneer at him and smirk when he was clearly distressed. The way she acted with Johnny was quite weird, and she made out that Johnny coming out as gay was extremely hard for her because of her crush. I mean, Whitney is just a bit of a bitch. I'll be real with you. Whitney is very entitled, and what? But that was so hard for me. It's like, yeah, mate, I'm gay. That's not. It's not your problem that I'm gay. It's your problem that you got your gaydars fucking pointing south when I'm fucking peak up north. Like, fucking. How dare you? It's like, mate. Anybody could see that Johnny Carter wasn't straight. He wasn't exactly. You know, you sometimes have openly gay men who you don't pick up any vine. But Johnny Carter was not. It's not that. He was big old juicy gay.
He was an apple among pears.
She has been nasty to Lauren, calling her self-obsessed when she was scared for her safety when she was being stalked on Halloween 2014. Also nasty to Chantel when Chantel didn't feel comfortable posting pictures of herself wearing clothes Whitney made. Watching her scenes when her and Callum were a couple, she also got into a mood because he didn't want to have sex, which would raise a few eyebrows if roles were reversed. Yeah, well. Callum was also an apple among pears. She didn't know that. Are there any unpopular opinions you hold about EastEnders? Classic Watching Walford video. It's been 8 minutes and we've not even started the actual thread yet. Classic. Classic. Lauren is extremely overrated. Max is horrific and should have been killed off long ago and should never come back. Alright, that's unpopular with me. Lauren is incredibly overrated. So overrated that she probably should have died instead of Abby. Honestly, I wouldn't have killed off either of them, personally. I would keep them both there. Because you can't just fucking spring up a sister out of nowhere. Oh yeah, here's a character who's like Abby, but she's not Abby, and she's the same age, and is also, you have a sibling-like connection. But it's not Abby. They're called
Penny.
Babby. Fucking Max is horrific. Should have been killed off long ago. Nah, come on. He is horrific, but that's a part of the charm. He's an EastEnders character, for fuck's sake. Max Branning is the most he's the most pumped man on the square. There's 3 things that are constants in Max Branning's life: failed marriages, awful affairs, and about 3 seconds before sex. Fucking, he's an animal, and he loves his women. I will say the Max Branning that was there before he left in 2022 or 1. The Max Branning that was there then. Yeah, nah, that Max Branning was fucking awful. He was just your angry uncle, where life hasn't turned out the way you wanted. Just, oh, what are you doing? Oh, don't do that. Fucking hell. Like, he did just turn into an old grumpy man. But when he comes back, he's going to be fucking great. So, y'all ain't ready for this. That's all I'm saying. And he is coming back. I have to hope. The 6 are... The 6 storyline's pointless since it's 6 prominent female characters. So we know nothing will happen to them. Kinda shot themselves in the foot with it. Oh. Sorry. What do you mean nothing bad's gonna happen to the 6? I say nothing bad's gonna happen to the 7. One of them was always gonna die. Nish is in fucking hospital. But he's not untouched because he was a part of the 7. You fucking idiot. What do you mean nothing's gonna happen? We're heading to the 40th anniversary. Someone's either going to fucking jail, or they're dying, or leaving. Like, it's not all hunky-dory after 6 months. You fucking dickheads. Like, it'll be the perfect time to have one of them die. Why? Because they're the most prominent they've ever fucking been. You don't fucking sell the stocks at this, you sell it fucking up here. And so when it comes down, you're like, it's fucking Jesus Christ. Oh. Mate, this isn't good for my health. I'm gonna start fucking growing grey hairs. It wasn't what? It's just such a shitty reason. There's no danger. What do you mean there's no danger? They killed someone. There's a dead body that they have to hide. They have to hide a dead body of a prominent person in the show. They have to hide from the police. Like, you're telling me someone's not gonna fucking snitch on the other at some point? Of course they fucking are. It's not plot armor, it's fucking storyline. And I've just seen a lot of this anyways. The 6 storyline's really boring. It's only just started, you mad cunts. What's wrong with you? It's only just fucking started. It started last week. It's been 2 weeks since the 6th fucking initial peak. Ah. Fuck.
It's sorry. It's because people want again we're a certain vintage fan, you know, we are of course wrestling fans. It's the kind of same thing where they don't want a long-term storyline. It's like, why has a Roman Reigns' title reign ended? Because they're building to something big. Kind of like that. It's like with the 6, but it's like, why hasn't it ended? Because it's just begun. You can't just have, well, Rocky found the body and now they're going to jail. It's like, that wouldn't be a storyline, would it? That'd just be a waste of time.
The story has to have a beginning, middle, and end. This is the beginning. Yeah. And it's just... also, and last year was Act 1. That was Act 0, built up to Christmas. Now it's Act 1. Now the story started. Now we're moving. It's not over. It's like, mate, the best pisses I've ever had in my life is, you ever know when you'd be doing PE, and you'd be doing PE, you'd be out on the field or some shit, so you'd be like, fucking hell, I need this fucking, you have to fucking run in, you have to fucking hell, oh gee, I'm not sure if I'm gonna make it, fucking, you fucking hose out the fucking most beautiful stream known to man. Like, fucking, someone walking by is like, fuck it, is there a fucking pipe, someone left the hose on? Oh, fucking hell, so it's just me, jeez, it's just leaning over the urinal like, Fucking hell. Like, you need that build to do anything. If you just go, I need a poo. Okay. Not a satisfied poo, is it? You haven't worked for that poo. Like, fucking... man. I'm gonna have a fucking heart attack if I keep going. It's... just fuck off. Stop being so fucking silly. Please. Like, has this last year not built some goodwill for the show? Nobody predicted Keanu was gonna die. Nobody did. It was great, except for your dad.
Yeah.
Like, nobody well, not everybody predicted it. Until it's like, whoa, that's fucking sick. Wow, I'm so bored already. It's like...
It hasn't begun.
You weren't saying that last week. You were saying, wow, that was really good. Oh. EastEnders 2022 wasn't good. It just followed the worst year, 2021, so anything would have been better. That's probably quite reasonable, honestly. It was better than 2021. But I still had a lot of issues with it, personally. Christian and Saeed was done better than Balam and Sukiv. Well, Christian and Saeed were at least somewhat contained. Obviously, Balam is fucking... Christian and Saeed were there for like 3... Well, they were like a... When did they even get together?
Oh, right. I thought you were on about fucking the one from 1985.
No. They were basically together for like 2 to 3 years. So it was obviously self-contained. Ben and Callum have been on that long, but obviously neither's leaving, and neither's getting a happy ending. So, like, and Suki, we're still not there yet, as said before. There's a chance for it to become greater. Do you want to see your favourite couple fucking coexist on the square and live together happily, build a family, or do you just want to see them fuck off at some point? Like, you know. Ronnie and Roxy should never come back as characters, as their characters had become boring to watch. Roxy messes up and Ronnie gets pulled under, protecting her stick. Got boring. I mean,
what?
Essentially just saying that they were too repetitive as characters.
I would incline to somewhat agree.
Yeah.
To me, at least.
Yeah.
Because I'm the type of person, you know me, I'm a sadistic, sadist fucking man. If people want Ronnie and Roxy back, I'm like, don't bring them back, Chris. Don't bring them back. It's the kind of thing where I'm like, please don't bring them back. Because the more we don't bring them back, the more people go back. Well, actually, you should bring them back. No.
Your dreams aren't real. Santa Claus doesn't exist.
You know Jesus, he's not real. So there is no heaven, there is no hell, and there is no Roxy and Ronnie returning, boy.
Yeah, but I'd say they got exhausting. They were repetitive at the end, and that's why you give them a fucking break. You just let them fuck off for a year.
Ash, do you know that Father Ted quote where it's like, these are far away. These are not. It's the fucking... the man told him like a sheet of paper that says, this is a break. This is killing them off.
Mm-hmm.
And the other guy's like, kill them off. Yeah.
Like... Like, they are boring, but fucking... they were annoying at the end. But at that point, you don't just fucking... Look, if I get fed up with one of my siblings, I don't just murder them. Like,
well,
they'll stop being as annoying at some point. But, you know, just I hate you. You're so annoying. Stab. Like, what the fuck? Where'd that come from? You're just so repetitive. Like, it was more nuance to the characters than that. Fuck me. Max hasn't been an interesting character since 2010, with Bradley's death being the point where Max should have left permanently. Nah.
Maybe for a year, but...
Yeah, just have him leave. But don't have him gone forever. People are just talking about fucking... Why wouldn't anything happen to the 6 prominent characters have been killed or jailed off before? And they say, I see it the same way as whenever Phil gets a storyline, and he always comes out on top. Storyline has potential, but the conclusion is already predictable. Isn't Phil? Remember 2003, where Phil left because Dirty Dem got him fucked. Remember that happened? Like, Phil's not always happy in the end. It's not pantomime. Remember when he was dying because he fucked his liver? Like, Phil's not John Cena. Oh shit! It's looking bad, Phil. It's fucking. Oh, Super Phil's got his liver back. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I'm imagining Phil now doing a John Cena. I'm imagining. I'm fucking imagining. You know, like Cena wouldn't put over a young talent allegedly. I'm just imagining Phil being like, "We're gonna have this new character put you, kill you." No, he just said no. You can't see me. Do. Boom.
Like, Phil's not been happy for years. He's not fucking Superman. Fucking what's wrong with you? What do you mean? Some of them, I could see Kathy dying as a result of the 6 stuff. All right, like fuck, man. Please just rethink what you think about the show and realize that your brain isn't like your brain's fucked. It's just Phil's never struggling. Okay. Why was Ben called back in the first place? Because Phil needed money. Oh, fuck. What about the keyboard stuff? What about the Eric stuff? What about that stuff? He wasn't just like, well, I was feeling sad and then I fucking botched it in the air. Smash. It's like fucking...
One of the things in your fridge.
Stacey is the worst mother in EastEnders and one of the worst characters ever written. Just not true. What's wrong with you? Stacey's one of the most iconic EastEnders ever. She can do literally anything you put her to. Stacey could have a storyline where she decides to start working on the allotment, and as long as you brought like Patrick round and they just started getting tipsy, like fucking tending the crops, be fucking gold. Like yeah, sure, it's messy as fuck, but you look at Stacey in 2004 when she arrived, and you look at Stacey now, you can see why she is the way she is. She's lived a shit life. Like, it's just, well, your partner is dead. Well, you're sleeping with his dad. Fucking hell. Also, it's like, come on. Please. Jean is also an awful character for robbing a dead woman's jewellery to fund her daughter's legal case and set up an innocent woman to take the fall for a weed farm that Jean was running. I don't even know what this is.
Jean was running a weed farm, I believe.
Little Mo?
Yeah, Big Mo.
Oh, Big Mo
is... Little Mo is fucking...
Yeah. Oh, it was getting back in my brain. I'm like, yes. Sorry.
But
you're telling me Big Mo's fucking... The person's telling me that Big Mo's innocent. Mate, the fucking nun would look at her and be like, so stay away, devil. Like, fucking, what do you mean she's innocent?
I'll never, like, I understand this is off topic.
She
but
was
I'll
in
never,
Hellboy, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, I'll never fucking forget it though. Watching the trailer I never seen the remake of Hellboy. But I'll never forget watching the trailer of Hellboy and then I see big fucking Mo fucking with a fucking shotgun and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing here? Like like because it's so it boggles me every time I watch the trailer and I just see big fucking Mo. I don't know it's not Big Fucking Mo, but it should be like Big Fucking Joe. It should be Big Fucking Mo. It'd be funnier. Big fucking Mo on the scene, like.
Whose jewellery did she steal?
Apparently a dead woman. I don't know. Fucking Stacy down the road.
The Sookie Eve storyline is one of the most prolonged soap storylines in history and should have been resolved back in summer. It's not been that long.
That was me, lads. Sorry.
Fucking... I will say, it probably didn't need as much time. But it's not. This is one of the longest soap storylines in history. Well, it's not saying that. It's just more saying it should have been more contained and shouldn't have gone on so long. But, like... You do know the process of having to completely... You brought in Sookie as this matriarch of a family. Okay. You then bring in the fucking husband that she's terrified of and wants to never see again. You can't just fucking... You can't just, like, fucking claw machine her up out here and go, she's with Eve now. Like, you have to completely change the whole makeup. You can't just be like, well, I'm sorry, Nish, I'm leaving you. Okay. Like, there's just... Ever seen any stories of people, like, running away from their abuser? This is never a happy ending. Usually. Like... Yes, it probably shouldn't have been like, you know, maybe it should have had a bit more consistency. Maybe we should have seen some of the, like, Sookie and Even leads, you know. Maybe we should have seen that. But we didn't. There's a lot of really there's a lot of really hyperbolic statements. There's one of the most prolonged soap stories in history. Fuck me, you've probably only been watching for 2 years. Ian Beale is an irredeemable child killer who will happily kick his mother and kids out in the street just for a fit blonde like Sindhu and Mandy to sleep with him. I mean, I wouldn't say he's irredeemable.
How's he a child killer?
Denny. Because he locked him in the boat.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he killed him.
Yeah, like, his actions did result in his death. And he did lock him in the room. But it's not like he didn't try get him out. Like, also, I'm not saying all deaths are equal. Because they aren't. But Denny was an absolute prick. I don't fucking care. Oh no, Denny's dead. Oh, bloody hell. He was shit. He was garbage. And yeah, Ian is a little fucking weasel. But that's the whole fucking part of his character. He's not irredeemable though. What do you mean? Right, at the time, I was an Ian Beale hater, but, like, fucking... Like, yeah, his actions did result in fucking Denny's death. But I don't know, what if fucking Phil and Keanu weren't fighting in the fucking cockpit, smashing the fucking boat, making that crash? How about that? Is Phil irredeemable? Is Phil irredeemable? In most people's eyes, yeah. But, like... If that boat hadn't have crashed, none of this would have happened. Fucking... Fuck me. No one likes Denny. Don't act like anybody does.
Denny's is an alright food place, love, you know.
And it is true. He would kick his family out just to sleep with someone. That's... Mate, he needs like a 3-hour build up for that. Each time he does it, he thinks his heart's gonna go out. Ah, bloody hell! Ah.
He sits there and he doesn't get a Johnny erection, so he's just like, come on, get erect, get erect, get erect, come on.
Fucking Beale.
Come on, get up, get up. Who's the man? Who's the man? Who's the man? Oh, I'm sorry, love. I'm sorry.
Also, someone says someone to the Gene stuff says she was going through a bipolar episode right there. So it's not even her fault.
I'm just surprised Big Mo is selling weed.
And I was little Mo innocent. It's fucking.
Can we bring back Big Mo?
Mate, she's retired in Spain. She's having a great time.
Aww.
Look, I used to hate Stacey, and she is a shit wife, but not one of the worst mums. The Phil Mitchell hardman gimmick is comical at this point, and has been for at least 10 years. We're supposed to believe a 60-plus-year-old man who's 5'8" can intimidate or physically overpower the likes of 20-something Keanu, who would batter him IRL. Mate.
Probably not true. It's Phil Mitchell.
Like,
problem is,
I don't care how fucking, like, if you're still I know this is a ridiculous comparison. If you're fighting 60-year-old Tyson, he's still gonna fucking dust you off.
Like Tyson?
Yeah. Not the dog. Fucking. Like, he's still gonna fucking speedball your head. Of course he is.
He's Mike fucking Tyson.
He's Mike Tyson. He's Phil Mitchell. He's been doing this shit for 40 years.
I know this because we're on about Tyson, but the only thing Tyson can't do is rip his own shirt. When he's older, no one will get that. but there's a fucking brilliant clip where he's
like, if you face a fucking professional sports player who's been retired for 20 years, he's still gonna fucking polish you off. Why? Because he was fucking elite. Like, but I won't lie. Yeah, sure, maybe. But he doesn't do the fucking overpowering scenes anymore. He doesn't do them. Look, I'm still terrified if Phil Mitchell comes at me with a bat because I'm like, fucking hell. But he knows that. He doesn't even fight people. He just looks scary. Mate, if you've been a fucking crime, maybe not a boss, but you know, you're in your 60s, you've been in crime for half your life. I'm not fucking with that guy, you know? Like, they've been in more shit than I have. Like, what if he's fucking, you know, in theory, he's murdered men. That's why you keep fucking saying, I'll kill you. Because ultimately, people don't know that you haven't actually killed anyone. It's the aura. It's like Dirty Den when he came back. He's not battering fuckers. He's having to trick people into winning fights.
Yeah, Dirty Den is still one of my favourite people when he came back, though. Like, cause he couldn't fight anyone. He had to overpower them by thinking.
Exactly.
Which makes the Christmas episode brilliant, because it's like, oh, come on, Dan. Oh, Phil, look, back up the right. Bosh.
But yeah, fuck me. But yeah, someone said also Phil was a good boxer back in the day as well. So like, fucking, he's got his chops. But like, everybody's seen the videos where it's like a young man tries to take us down a 60-year-old boxer. He's down. Like, look, you get smarter. You get smarter when you get older. When I'm 60, I'm not gonna fucking, I don't know, like, run and drop kick someone. I'm just gonna give him a cheeky boot to the balls and fucking hobble away. I don't know how to fight. I'm like, oi! I'm not gonna do anything like that, am I?
Fucking electrocute them.
Well, just pull out a knife. Oi. Ah. Oh,
You know,
no, why'd you stab me? You stabbed me. Ah. What the fuck? Bulletproof vest.
Ash, you pull out a knife. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking stab myself if you don't fight me. And then you gotta stab yourself with a butter knife.
Oh, no, it's one of those knives that like is like retractable, but you have to like. Then you just pull it out like. Whee!
It'd be like having Wolverine's claws, wouldn't it? It just fucking. Oh, fuck my fingers.
Fatboy was a cringy character played by a mediocre actor, and that fans want him to return from the dead are absolutely delusional. That's my alt. Even use the word delusional. Yeah, he fucking is. He's shit. Fuck Fatboy. He was interesting. There was room for an interesting character. But like, is he even in my top 10 of characters I'd bring back from the dead? I'd bring back Barry more than I'd bring back Fatboy.
Mate, if Barry came
I'd bring back Fatboy just so he
fucking...
could start like doing the gigs on the show.
I'd bring back Barry just so I can hear him go, we're gonna do it anyway.
And your entertainment for today. We're gonna do it anyway.
Anyway.
There he's like, fuck off, Barry, please.
We're gonna do it anyway.
And then someone says, his death is immersion breaking. You have to accept that he was a shit character to get over his body getting crushed after dying in the boot of a car. He wasn't a nasty individual. So from a narrative point of view, we're just supposed to accept that a good kid was killed and disposed of. Yeah, he was. Because it's crime. Anybody's in the market of killing bodies, like crushing bodies, yeah, it's horrific. He probably deserved better, but he didn't. So he got involved with the wrong people. Sorry, get over it. You guys, look, I'm so fed up with the Fatboy fucking angle. Chris Crenshaw had to bring back a character for the flashback scene. Like, oh, it's Fatboy. Yeah, he's fucking back. And it's like, yeah, be happy you got that. Like, just because you bought me a new bike, I'm not being like, well, next time I'm inspecting a fucking car. It's like, no, just be happy you got the bike. You weren't ever gonna get the bike anyways. It's just like, you got a surprise bike. Don't start fucking inspecting a fucking airplane next time. Be happy you got the bike. Fuck. Like, what's wrong with these people? Fatboy showed signs of being an interesting character. I can't lie. There was interesting aspects. But the Fatboy that you were gonna get isn't the Fatboy that was on the show, because everybody wants a more adult Fatboy. What's the fucking point in that? I want Fatboy, but without any of Fatboy's character. Okay. Can I get a serious Fatboy? Who says that? I want a... I want a comedy Den Watts. No! No, you don't! You just want Den Watts! Don't want fucking Den Watts off Wish.
I fucking imagine Leslie Grantham as a comedian. Oh, fuck me. Brother, look! Thank myself off as Captain Hawk.
Grow up! What's wrong with you? Oh my god. I'm so furious. Oh, it's been a healthy break from these Reddit videos. Good lord. Fuck. Lily's storyline should have been an abortion storyline. I know Lily being pregnant added to the money issues and Stacey starting cam work led to Theo, but they missed a great opportunity here. He always tend to steer away from abortion when it's a very real thing. And someone says, Lauren had an abortion after getting pregnant with Stephen. It's not like EastEnders doesn't do abortions.
It's just very taboo is the problem. Let's be honest, because you bring abortion up, you're gonna be bringing up fucking all the fucking the Bible states this, the Bible states that.
Yeah.
You're gonna be like for example, if we just bring up gay,
Lola had an
the word
abortion
gay.
like 2 years ago.
What?
Lola had an abortion like 2 years ago.
Yeah. Well, where I'm coming from is if we just mention the word gay rights, someone's gonna clearly go, well, the Bible states. Like it's a taboo subject basically, because no matter which side you stand on, you're either right or wrong. But there is no right and there is no wrong in that situation. But there is, depending on the person. Like if I believe truly to decisions. So yeah, I guess that's your answer.
I got half of that as it started lagging, so it's...
Yeah, thanks.
I do get the gist though. It's obviously, yeah, it's a big topic to tackle. Obviously, you highlight one side, the other side's gonna be like, you're making it all about this, and it's like, but yeah, Lola genuinely had an abortion like 2 years ago, and that's fine. But it's a misconception that everybody does some fucking EastEnders like they never do it. They do. You don't fucking remember it, do you? Because they try not to glamorize it too much. Because ultimately, it's a very big decision.
Technically, didn't Whitney have an abortion? The Peach.
I don't know. I don't fucking know. They did have to get the baby out the system.
They just had a shit and it'll be flushed out.
Someone says wouldn't have minded Stacey Marty being like, you're getting this fucking thing. You're not ruining your life. Look, it's the Slaters though. Like, mate, the Slaters have babies like fucking babies drink bottles of milk. Oh, no, another Slater baby.
It depends if the Slaters can even afford an abortion. I don't even know if abortion falls under the free healthcare in England.
I don't know.
But
they've never needed
one. But yeah, it depends. I did.
But like, I don't know. It's a weird fucking time to kind of be like, it's a thing that people keep ramping on about, but also the last one they remember is from like 2006 when Stacey got rid of Bradley's baby. Like something like that. But like, you know, it's when a view you oppose like does this and you're like, I fucking hate this, and then you mention like a buzzword that you heard about 15 years ago. And it's like, oh, just come on, educate yourself, please. But yeah, I'm fine to see more of them, but also, like, most of the people having babies on the show, other than Lily, are usually older parents who are desperately trying to have a child. So it just never really come up in the storylines.
Oh, fuck.
Someone just saying that Callum's shit and Ben and Callum are shit. Yeah. Someone says Santa's era 2007 to 2010 offers some of the worst of modern soap storytelling and feels nothing like classic EastEnders. Clenshaw is the first producer since yeah, like Derek Santa or Diedrich Santa, something like that, you know. Since York back in 2001 to actually make EastEnders feel worthwhile, the show would feel significantly worse if Ben wasn't a lead character the past few years. Untrue. Untrue. Mick and Danny Dyer only added to the show, getting worse and worse and having even less of a community focus. No, Carter's need to return. Mick Carter did become a crutch for the show, but I also don't believe that it was... Like, it's not... Like, you get given that, and you're not going to be like, well, no. okay, we're gonna have this really interesting storyline. Well, no, I've already had 10 minutes of screen time this week. You take it, don't you? Well, his fault. It's not him fucking going, I want the best fucking storylines. Like, and it was only particularly bad in the final year when he was leaving. So fucking come on, stop with your recency bias, lads. George is the best landlord since Grant. Elaine is a good character. Whoa, you can't say that in the unpopular opinions thread. You can't say Elaine's a good character. That's too far. Someone says my unpopular opinion is that Linda should go to jail for the murder of Keanu, or one of the ladies at least. One of them needs to face some kind of consequence. Sookie, after everything she did, perhaps. Chrissy Watts was a good character, and her being caught and sent down was a realistic ending for her. Like something similar with a 6. Genuine consequences, or why bother?
Yeah.
Alright, I think we have... There's a little bit more. There's a little bit more. Oh, my fuck's sake. Okay, I'm going to do 2 more, because I'm fucking... I'd scrolled down and saw an even more annoying one.
Let's get to the annoying one, please.
No, but this one, there's also a big one. So there's 2 left. There's 2 left.
Get to the annoying one first.
But this one will be annoying. My final unpopular opinion. Elaine has to be one of the worst mothers in EastEnders to tell Linda to confess to Dean that the rape never occurred so she could keep her husband out of jail. Just words. That burned me so goddamn hard. What Linda did was close to giving someone your soul, and she was pushed by Elaine to do it. They made Linda they made Linda forgiven, but now that was wrong on all levels. There have been some abusive mums on the show. Like, there's been some really abusive mums in the fucking show. But yeah, look, it was a fucked up thing to do. And I'm not defending Elaine telling Linda to fucking confess, because ultimately it was a constant string of misunderstandings. Like, she didn't fucking know that Dean was probably already gonna drop it. Like, is she gonna trust in Cindy to do the right thing? No, of course she's fucking not. It's Cindy. Like, it was fucked up. And she is a terrible mum. I'm not defending that either. But she's definitely not one of the worst mothers in EastEnders. Do you remember Bev Slater? Hayley, the only person who loved me was you. Even your dad looked at you and went, fucking hell, look at that ugly fucking thing. Yeah, like, Jean was a terrible mum with Stacey initially when she didn't have a bipolar. Like, when she wasn't on her meds. Like, there's so many worse mothers on the show. Sookie's a shit mum when she was initially here. Sookie blackmailed all her kids, emotionally blackmailed them into coming back to her because she said she had cancer. She got one of her kids fucking sent to jail, and then her actions resulted in that fucking kid dying. But yeah, Elaine's the worst mum because she fucking was tried to protect her husband over her daughter. Fucking hell. It was wrong. But fuck. Okay, the final one. 2023 was a great year, but the 6th story was one of the least compelling. It has the same problem that other shows that have done this story had. Nothing will happen to the main characters and the stories end up about hiding the crime and not feeling bad about it. Gets tiring after a while, so I don't know how much legs this story has in 2024. Also, the lead up was kind of bad. Only 3 of the supposed victims were really believable. They should have thrown Theo in there. Not sure why they dropped them. What do you mean?
Because I can answer this one for Theo. Because Theo, you need a bad guy in 2024. And Theo is a delusional bad guy. Because when Theo comes back, he'll ask me, Stacey, can't you see you are the girl from me, Stacey? You know, he starts singing love songs, you know. Stacey, Stacey, you're my honey, Stacey. I said, Stacey, Stacey, you know. That was supposed to be Baby by Justin Bieber, but I forgot how it went.
Jesus. I mean, also, the thing is, he also wasn't fucking with anybody else.
Yeah, he wasn't. Bro.
Like, he was exclusively Stacey. Why would Theo be there? If Theo's there, you need Freddie back, and Freddie's gone for now. What do you mean nobody's feeling bad? Linda's an alcoholic who relapsed. Denise's marriage is on the fucking rocks. Kathy fucking got rid of her husband to protect themselves. Fucking Sharon lost her fucking, like, nearly husband and the person she thought was the father of her fucking kid. Who the fuck even else is there? Well, Stacey had a fucking affair and now has nobody. Like, and Linda, not I even said Linda, and obviously Suki. Well, she's about to fucking embark on finally coming out and finally being this, and now she has Nish, who's fucking dead. Now Nish is now unconscious. Her life's now on hold because she nearly ended up with him dying. But now she's fucking got to have that hanging over her like a fucking ticking time bomb. What do you mean that nobody's been hurt? Everybody's been hurt. Everyone. How on earth can you see what happened? And to say that nobody's been fucking hurt by it? Do you want them to fucking wipe your ass as well when you poo? Like, fuck me. Any subtleties not seen? It's not even subtle either. Linda seems like she's doing well. Glug, 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 glug. She's been sober for over a year. Like, what on earth? How? How is this the Read of the Six storyline? You fucking idiot. And then someone says basically what I said. But they feel very bad about it. You saw Denise reacted to Nish being alive and how Linda is coping. I wouldn't assume they're going to get away with it before we see anything. And someone said, and they say, that is true. I meant more they have to deal with their guilt for a while. Which is what happened in other shows. What other shows? When has this happened?
Holly Street, Coronation Dale, Emerald Oaks.
Like, when has this happened?
Fair and Away, Holman City.
It starts
Neighbours.
to drag and gets depressing even. The only reason I'm assuming nothing happens to the six is because they're all prominent on the show.
You have to realise we can't finish the story yet. The story has not begun. Listen to Maniac 2000. It tells a story. Listen to that fucking song first. And then come back and fucking watch EastEnders. The story has to begin. The story has not begun. It's in its early stages. The story will pick up later in the year. Maybe even the next 2 to 3 months it will pick up. But the reason they're not going to shove it down your throat every single week is because if they did that, you people will be the same people fucking complaining that they're shoving it down your throat every single week. So what do you want? Do you want to shove it down your throat, or do you want me to just gently put it down your throat? Choose a fucking option. Choose a fucking option. Do you want it down your throat, or do you not want it down your throat?
And it's all their reason. Well, nobody's gonna die because they're all prominent. It's like, you'd be complaining if fucking, like, imagine if, like, Reese just stumbled in, like, oh, fucking hell, guys. Oh, Jesus, there's a murder. Like, no, fucking, they have to be prominent. That's the whole point. They're these 6 fucking women with so much to lose, blinded by one fucking freak moment that none of them are proud of or happy with. Of course that, like, oh my god. What do they need to do for you to be happy? And he continues, and unless Clenshaw intends to axe one of them, the only way I can see this storyline resolving is if someone irrelevant takes the blame, which again has happened in similar storylines. Which ones? Please tell me. Please write back. I wrote you, but you still ain't calling. Please tell me which storylines they did this.
What's the user's name?
And I'm not gonna shame them.
No. Just give me a brief synopsis of his name.
No.
Dear user, I called you, but you still ain't calling. Fuck it now. What's been up? How's your daughter?
Which again has happened in similar storylines. I would be happy to be proven wrong, but so far I'm not optimistic about how this ends. Well, let it fucking play out then. Let it play out. Watch how it ends first, and then judge it as to how it ends. Not judging it like a year or a year and a half away. Let it fucking unfold first. This is so unreasonable. No one's gonna get hurt. Well, I don't fucking think that no one's gonna get hurt. They've all got a secret to hide. I don't understand how this can be the read of the 6. Fuck. What's wrong with you? I'm not optimistic. Yeah, well, fucking don't be optimistic then. Just watch it and stop bitching. People are unhappy if we don't see the 6 for a week. Where's the 6 gone? I don't know where the 6 is. Well, they're giving it a break so other characters can actually flourish. Another week of the 6. This storyline's already boring. It's like, well, fucking don't watch it then, you useless bastards. If you don't like it, don't fucking watch it. It's simple. Or if you don't watch it as intently. Don't fucking watch it going, well, in my fucking headcanon, this is what happens. Drop the headcanon. Please. If you fucking... just what? Fuck. I am absolutely furious. And that's a lovely little portrayal, or a lovely little, like, fucking side view into some of the r/EastEnders subreddit's unpopular opinions. Do you want us to react to your unpopular opinions? Tell us in the comment section down below. I'm going to need about a 3-hour break to fucking work out all this anger and fucking fury. I've been Ash from Watching Walford, and I've been joined by Piggy.
Hello, my friend. We meet again. And you want our socials? We are Watching Walford on Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch, and on YouTube. And subscribe to our YouTube channel at Watching Walford. I've been Piggy. I've been joined by Ash, and we will be crawling in our skins because Jesus Christ, these opinions are shit. We will see you next time.
Bye bye.